Welcome everybody. This is a little patch of woods. The bush I like to go out in. This is where I build my shelter. Hiking back there right now. I thought I'd stop and show you. Whenever you're building a shelter, they always say to have a good supply of water. Well, I got a nice fresh running stream here. Barely even froze over right now. It'd be easy to punch through and get a supply of water. This little stream runs way back. I could even actually run a little water wheel in here. Being that I've studied the rudimentary makings of electricity and storing everything right down to Leyden jars. It's good skills to have, and this isn't too far from where I'm set up. Got my backpack on, got my outdoors ready, gonna start the hike back. If I see anything cool or interesting, I'll stop and video it along the way. Other than that though, got my stove and a couple blankets that I'll be using for insulating some areas of the shelter today. It's supposed to be minus 10 right now, believe it or not, but it sure does not feel it. Oh, I made it down here. That's a heck of a hike. Didn't seem any more difficult with the snow. It's just I'm carrying more water today. Not me personally like in my body, I mean I'm carrying more bottles of water today. I want to be able to have lots of coffee while I'm out here. So, lots of tracks, mostly all deer. I'm looking to see if I see any coyote, wolf, whatever I would recognize anyways. And mainly just a lot of deer. Deer. Forgive the shakiness. No, don't forgive it, enjoy it. Oh, what's this? We do have setting animal tracks going right up to the shelter. One of my ridiculous fears is like, get down here, find a coyote pack, wolf pack, residing in my shelter, but that's not the case. Oh, you can hear that. Got a woodpecker up there somewhere. God, I love being out here. I'm gonna get situated, start getting a little fire kicking, and assess getting my stove put on. Thought I'd take this quick moment to show the completely jury-rigged stove that I want to put in here. Now that I'm actually out here, sitting here looking at it, it's not quite what I had in mind. Well, not what I was picturing, that's for sure. Originally, the design I tried to use, completely recycled materials, for one. And it would have sat like this. Yeah, so originally it's like this. So I heard some noise, so I thought I'd stop and listen. You'd have this small little fire in there, and you'd insulate all around the inside of this pipe so it stays exactly where you need it to. And I even made my own little flue for up top. You know them Allen keys that you never use? Well, I found a use. Shit, my battery's dying in this, so I'm gonna try and save some. The rest I'll have to get by the phone. One thing I forgot to charge is this battery. Started myself a nice little outdoor fire just so I can cook my boil my kettle and make my coffee. And I'm gonna sit down and relax for a few minutes. It's really nice out here. How many times I can say that? It's really nice out here. I have to figure out how to do this in there though, in order to boil the kettle in there, unless I go and get myself a little one of those buffet heater candle things. I thought I'd just take another quick shot. haven't done a whole lot, just kind of pissing around. Got the stove sort of installed, buried. I'll show you guys that in a couple minutes. Well, today has definitely so far been a day of experience and learning. I'm getting frustrated with this damn stove. It almost be easier just to have a fire right inside there with somewhere for the smoke to go. This here, I've got so much heat coming out of the end of my pipe that I could heat an apartment. It's ridiculous. I honestly really begging to wonder, or really wondering what I could do differently here. Yeah, so I come in. It's gonna be dark, so you're gonna have to give me a minute. Bear with me. Now it's pretty dark in here once it's all tarped up. That weak tarp of mine. You can see the fire on the inside. Still got a buttload of smoke coming in here. So really, I don't see why I'm bothering with the stove. I might as well just have a fire. But I'll just kind of show you around a bit. I'm a mess. Nothing's organized or anything. Hang on. This is what I get for not charging my camera batteries. Not really a whole lot to see. You've seen the inside of one shelter, you've seen them all. Now it's warm enough that I have stuff dripping down from here. Down in front of the fire, of course. If I was sitting over there, it'd feel a lot warmer. I don't think a lot of my heat's staying in here. I think that stove is just a big waste of time. So in pertaining to that stove in particular, if anybody's got any recommendations or suggestions, I'd love to hear them. I've looked around on YouTube and I haven't seen a whole lot offering the ways of ideas towards what I could do different here. Kind of hoping this shows up alright. I'll pause my movie. Haha. See, we got a little bit of television over here for a couple hours anyway. So we've reworked the stove a little bit more and moved some tarps and blankets around, and it's more of a heat loss issue because I'm making so much in the way of heat is all dripping down in on that area right there in front of the fire. So if I get something up there to insulate that roof a little better, it'll let the heat wander a little further. That's my breath. I'm cold. So I know it's not holding all the heat in here yet. Got a quilt on me, hoping to stay a little bit warmer. Just gonna chillax for a couple more hours and then call for an evac, get the hell home. Enjoying the day out here so far though. It's rather nice. My little half cabin in my unicorn. Just for people wondering, in case they see it in the videos, this little guy I found on the side of the road when I was biking out one time. And I decided to rescue him, fluffed his hair up like my daughter would've, and got him up here on the log watching over things. Yeah. Anyhow, I'll make a closing video when I'm all done. My battery's almost dead on this camera. It's lasted this long. Hey, that's great. Better things for next time. More insulation, coffee, and more insulation. On my hike out of here now. Stayed a little longer than I was really planning on. But, this mag light and this phone don't like to cooperate for distance. I'm trying to show you what's off in the distance. Not that I can see. It's a pretty decent day. All done at the shelter for the night. Not staying the night, not prepared enough, I don't think. But when can you be prepared enough, right? Overall thoughts of the day. It's dark out. It's very dark. I'm having my smoke. I'm walking out of these woods. And hopefully my evac is there. And I can go home, have a nice warm bath. Ooh, deep snowdrift. Have a great night. I know I'm gonna. Walks in the darks, coyotes. Somebody said wolves. I doubt. I'm not sure about wolves, but not in this area. Follow my tracks out. Easy as pie. Lots of deer, I know that one. But I'm already spooking myself, so I'm going to shut up so I can hear what's around me. Hope you enjoy what I end up putting together as a video. If I see anything else cool, I'll take a video. Have a good night.